Admiral Zethkar of the Domination Fleet adjusted his ceremonial armor as the command bridge hummed with activity. The massive dreadnought Inevitable Victory led a fleet of 300 warships toward the small blue world the locals called Earth. Intelligence reports suggested a primitive civilization barely capable of spaceflight, easy prey for the expanding hegemony empire. Admiral, Communications Officer Velthan announced, "We're receiving another transmission from the Veltar Consortium." Zethkar's mandibles clicked in annoyance. The Veltar, those cowardly traitors, had been pestering the fleet for days with their warnings about humanity. "Put it through." The holographic image of Merchant Captain Yeloth materialized, her usually composed features showing unusual distress. "Admiral Zethkar, I implore you to reconsider this assault. My people have traded with the humans for decades. They are not what they appear to be." "Spare me your merchant concerns," Zethkar growled. "Your people see profit in every shadow. These humans have barely mastered fusion drives. Our intelligence shows they possess no energy shields, no plasma weaponry, no quantum disruptors. They are insects waiting to be crushed." Yeloth's chromatophores flickered with agitation. "Admiral, please listen. The humans don't fight like us. They don't think like us. When cornered, they become something else entirely. My grandfather witnessed what they did to the Krell raiders who attacked their colony on Kepler 442b. The survivors spoke of demons that— Enough! Zethkar severed the connection. He turned to his tactical officer. "Status report. All ships report ready, Admiral. We've achieved optimal firing positions around their homeworld. Their primitive satellites have detected us, but their weapons cannot reach us at this distance." Through the viewport, Earth hung before them like a jewel. Cities sparkled across the night side, unaware that their existence was measured in minutes. Zethkar felt the familiar thrill of conquest. Another world would bow before the Empire's might. "Open channels to the human government," he commanded. "It's time to deliver our ultimatum." The response came faster than expected. A middle-aged human female appeared on screen, her expression calm despite the armada hovering over her world. She wore simple civilian clothes rather than military regalia. "I am Secretary General Chen of the United Earth Government," she said. "I assume you're here to conquer us." Zethkar was taken aback by her directness. Most species cowered or begged at this point. "Indeed. Surrender immediately and your deaths will be swift. Resist and we will make your species extinct slowly." Secretary General Chen nodded thoughtfully. "I see. Well, Admiral, before you begin, there's something you should know about our species." "Your warnings bore me, human." "It's not a warning," Chen said, her voice growing colder. "It's an explanation. You see, Admiral, we've been monitoring your approach for weeks. We know about your fleet composition, your weapon systems, your tactical doctrine. We've had time to prepare." Zethkar laughed, the sound echoing through the bridge. "Prepare? You have no ships capable of reaching us. Your weapons are chemical explosives and primitive kinetic projectiles. What could you possibly—" Alarms suddenly shrieked across the bridge. Tactical displays flashed red as sensors detected massive energy signatures throughout the system. "Report," Zethkar barked. "Sir, we're detecting impossible readings. Massive objects are decloaking throughout the system. They're bigger than our dreadnoughts." The main display shifted to show the tactical overview. Zethkar's blood turned to ice. Enormous constructs were materializing from seemingly empty space. Not ships, but vast geometric structures bristling with weapon arrays. They surrounded the hegemony fleet in a perfect sphere, trapping them. "Stealth technology beyond our understanding," his science officer whispered. "These readings—" "Some of these structures are the size of small moons." Secretary General Chen's image reappeared. "You see, Admiral, humans have a peculiar trait. When threatened, we don't just fight back, we innovate, we adapt. We prepare for wars that haven't started yet." "Impossible," Zethkar snarled. "Our intelligence showed your species only achieved spaceflight decades ago." Chen smiled, and Zethkar realized it was the smile of a predator. "What your intelligence showed you was what we wanted you to see. The truth is, Admiral, humanity has been spacefaring for over 2 centuries. We've been building, preparing, and waiting." The tactical display updated again. Energy readings from the human constructs began climbing to unimaginable levels. "The Veltar tried to warn you," Chen continued. "They've seen what happens when someone threatens Earth. But empires like yours never listen to merchants, do you? You only understand strength." Zethkar's tactical officer's voice cracked with fear. "Admiral, those weapon signatures. They're not just targeting us. They're targeting our entire invasion corridor. Every ship, every supply line, every staging area within 50 light years. You wanted to make an example of humanity, Chen said. Instead, humanity will make an example of you. Every species in this galaxy will learn what happens when someone threatens our world. The first human weapons fired. Beams of coherent energy tore through the hegemony fleet like tissue paper. Shields that could withstand planetary bombardments collapsed in seconds. Ships that had conquered a dozen worlds vaporized instantly. Zethkar watched his mighty fleet die around him. In those final moments, he understood what the Veltar had tried to tell him. Humans weren't just another species to conquer. They were apex predators wearing the mask of civilization. The inevitable victory shuddered as human weapons locked onto it. Through the chaos, Secretary General Chen's voice remained calm, almost gentle. The galaxy will remember this day, Admiral. They'll remember that humanity extended its hand in friendship for centuries, trading peacefully, sharing knowledge. But they'll also remember that when someone came to exterminate us, we showed them why that was a mistake. As the final beam lanced out and the flagship began to break apart, Zethkar's last thought was a bitter recognition. They hadn't walked into a trap set by primitives. They had walked into a snare set by Earth's apex predators, and humanity had been waiting.